Bold predictions: could a new trade emerge? Will Ngannou and McGregor face off again soon? 2025 is off to an exciting start for MMA. ESPN's number one pound-for-pound fighter, Islam Makhachev, defends his UFC lightweight title against Arman Tsarukyan, and bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili faces Umar Nurmagomedov at UFC 311 in Inglewood, California, this Saturday. February follows with high-stakes action as former middleweight champion Israel Adesanya takes on rising contender Nasruddin Imavov at UFC Fight Night in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, on February 1st. On February 8, UFC 312 in Sydney, Australia, features a rematch between 185-pound champion Dricus du Plessis and ex-champion Sean Strickland, while Tatiana Suarez gets her long-awaited shot at the strawweight title against Zhang Weili. These are just a few of the massive matchups ahead. As 2025 unfolds, we'll see whether some of MMA's biggest stars make their final appearances. Who will be ESPN's Men's Fighter of the Year? Could we see some top fighters make moves between promotions? Brett Okamoto, Andreas Hale, Ian Parker, Daniel Cormier, and Chael Sonnen offer their bold predictions for 2025.com's Chimaev will fight more than once in 2025. Okamoto: it's hard to believe this prediction is bold, but considering Chimaev's sporadic activity, it is. After a fiery start to his UFC career, Chimaev's activity has dipped: one fight in 2021, two in 2022, and just one in 2023 and 2024. Health issues and visa complications have kept him grounded, but with these hurdles addressed, I believe he'll fight at least twice in 2025. John Jones will face Tom Aspinall and retire. Sonnen: John Jones will fight Tom Aspinall to unify the UFC heavyweight title. Whether he wins or loses, I believe this will be his last fight. Jones has long hinted at retirement, and despite his interest in facing UFC light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira, his future seems focused on Aspinall. Ilia Topuria will struggle in his 155-pound debut. Parker: after his dominant victory over Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria might move up to lightweight. However, at 5'7", he'll be undersized and may struggle against top lightweights like Charles Oliveira or Arman Tsarukyan. If he does make the move, I predict a short-lived stint at 155 pounds. Francis Ngannou won't fight in MMA, but he'll box. Hale: with the PFL struggling to find credible opponents for Francis Ngannou, 2025 will not see him inside the smart cage. Instead, Ngannou will lace up the gloves for a boxing match against Deontay Wilder, part of Riyadh season. This spectacle offers both men a final payday, with Ngannou seeking redemption after his 2023 loss to Anthony Joshua. Ilia Topuria will be 2025's Men's Fighter of the Year. Cormier: Ilia Topuria's path to 2025 Men's Fighter of the Year is clear. After dethroning Alexander Volkanovski, Topuria will face challengers like Diego Lopez and Movsar Evloev. His consistent performances could cement him as one of the year's top fighters. Another trade between promotions will happen. Okamoto: it's been 6 years since the UFC traded Demetrius Johnson to one championship for Ben Askren. With the UFC and PFL poised for negotiations, another trade could be in the works. UFC's interest in PFL's Dakota Ditchiva suggests a possible move between promotions, though details remain unclear. Conor McGregor will return for one last fight against Nate Diaz. Hale: McGregor is well past his prime, but a mega fight against Nate Diaz makes sense. Both fighters would happily return for a payday, and it wouldn't impact any title picture. Look for this trilogy fight to take place in Las Vegas by late summer or early fall.